Thank you, Elizabeth. So, I'm Larry Dawe, the incoming president of the MEFM Society of BC Board. And that's really all you need to hear about me. The organization is already a couple of decades old. This is to the lasting credit of the effective leadership and vision of others before me. I'm just one of the beneficiaries of their work, as are you, those people who are here today in person and those people who will be watching this in the future as it is recorded. So I'd like us all just to thank the people of the last couple of decades by giving a round of applause to those who've had the vision and determination and raw personal courage to keep going in this endeavor. Like I'm sure all of you here, I too have a personal story which brings me here. I have a talented daughter, Charlotte. She's now 25 and a half years old and has been disabled by myalgic encephalomyelitis for 4 years. You guys know the story. It's similar to many of yours. Although Charlotte is disabled, homebound, and half a century younger than me, and she's disillusioned with life to a great extent. It's hard to keep her hope going. She's a young, talented woman who can't do the stuff that she expected she'd be able to do, or her friends, she sees her friends doing. And I find that on reflection, I have something rather dreadful in common with my daughter, and that is we both have an incurable disease, at the moment anyway. She has MEFM, and I'm old. So I'm nearly 70 years old, way more capable than my daughter, half a century younger than me. I can drive a car reliably, great distances. I can come to Vancouver. I would have brought her here today, but I couldn't bring her, etc. So there's no cure for old age, but who knows, there may be one day. But we, I think, have perhaps more hope of reliable diagnostic indicators for ME and FM and cures for those things, much like many other historical diseases which afflicted large numbers of people, like 1 million in Canada, of whom there are MEFM patients who are afflicted, and for which there's no cure at the moment, but which there certainly could be if we participate in things like what you're doing today, #MissingMillions, and a variety of other activities. So there's a missing million in Canada alone. So I ask you to listen up to Liz just before the first break to get yourself lined up and fired up for the 25th of May. We're dealing with an invisible illness, and it's invisible to medical workers, and it's invisible to the public. And you can't grapple with something that's invisible, so we have to make it visible. A lot of that is our aspiration to do that. So I have a personal aspiration in being here, that is helping the society move ahead in those directions, and I'm suggesting that maybe you will have personal aspirations yourself, not only for what you might plan to be doing as you get better with one thing and another as we do make progress, and also that you'll have a personal aspiration to make some volunteer effort in favor of the society, which is in favor of you and the many, many others who are afflicted. So let's aspire together and keep the aspiration fresh and active.